A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant enforcement operation, the UK government has launched a week-long crackdown targeting illegal working, particularly focusing on asylum seekers employed in the gig economy as delivery riders. The operation, which took place from July 20th to July 27th, 2025, resulted in the questioning of 1,780 individuals suspected of illegal working activities across various locations in the UK, including Hillingdon in northwest London, Dumfries in Scotland, and Birmingham. Out of those stopped, 280 were arrested, with 89 individuals detained pending removal from the country. Additionally, 53 individuals are currently undergoing reviews of their asylum support, which could lead to suspension or withdrawal of benefits. The Home Office has described this initiative as a nationwide intensification week, aimed at identifying and dismantling illegal working hotspots, particularly in the gig economy, where work assignments are typically short-term. In response to the operation, immigration enforcement teams are set to receive £5 million from a previously announced £100 million fund dedicated to enhancing border security. This funding is expected to facilitate increased officer visits in areas identified as having high levels of illegal working activity in the coming months. Border Security Minister Dame Angela Eagle emphasized the government's commitment to tackling illegal working, stating, "Illegal working undermines our border security, and we're cracking down hard on it. That's why we have intensified our enforcement activity right across the UK to crack down on those who think they can evade immigration and employment laws in the UK." In addition to the arrests, 51 businesses, including car washes and restaurants, have received penalty notices and could face substantial fines if found guilty of hiring individuals without the legal right to work in the UK. Eddie Montgomery, enforcement director at the Home Office, asserted that officers are working around the clock to address illegal employment. Asylum seekers in the UK are typically prohibited from working while their claims are being processed, although they may apply for permission to work after a waiting period of 1 year. The government has indicated a strategic increase in enforcement efforts to target areas identified as having suspected illegal working activities, as part of a broader initiative to address the pull factors that attract migrants to the UK. This crackdown comes in conjunction with the government's announcement to share information about asylum hotel locations with food delivery companies, aiming to disrupt hotspots where illegal working may be occurring. Major delivery firms, including Deliveroo, Uber Eats, and Just Eat, have committed to enhancing their facial verification and fraud checks to prevent unauthorized individuals from working as delivery riders. The political landscape surrounding this issue is contentious. Shadow Home Secretary Chris Philp has criticized the Labour government, claiming they have failed to adequately address illegal working among asylum seekers. He referred to a hotel housing asylum seekers as a black market courier hub in plain sight, alleging that riders were operating without proper authorization. Philp has called for stricter measures, including the removal of asylum seekers' status and deportation if they are found to be working illegally, stating, "Labour are now boasting about arrests, but we know they are too scared to actually deport anyone. People breaking the law are still being put up in hotels and handed benefits. It's a racket and Labour are letting it run." Academics, such as Professor Nando Sigona and Dr. Stefano Piemontese from the University of Birmingham, have pointed out that while the crackdown on illegal gig economy work may superficially appear to be about maintaining labor standards, it is also intertwined with immigration enforcement and platform governance strategies. The ongoing debate highlights the complexities of balancing immigration control with labor rights and the ethical implications of targeting vulnerable populations within the gig economy. As the UK government continues its enforcement efforts, the ramifications of this crackdown on asylum seekers and the gig economy remain to be seen, raising questions about the future of labor rights and immigration policy in the country. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.